everyone. Peace and love. This is Charmaine Davis-Bey, and I am coming to you with a quick tutorial of how I do my head wraps and or turbans, whatever you would like to call them. I've had friends of mine, family, and a few of my sorority sisters of Sigma Gamma Rho who have reached out to ask, how do you do that with your hair? And when you find out how relatively simple this is, you are going to flip. After doing some research on my own on YouTube, kind of piecing some things together, I found a way to accentuate my crown without necessarily having the hair to do so. Even though my hair is thick, I keep it mostly braided underneath until it grows out to the thickness that I would like it to be again. I'm actually starting tomorrow going to be getting a new hairstyle, natural hairstyle. And so in the meantime, I've been doing what I'm going to show you to give me the look that I would love to have and deserve to have. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is break it down into these 3 steps, or 3 or 4 steps, I'm not sure. But it's only a few steps. So I'm going to take this out. But before I do, I just want to explain that if you don't have the hair to go up to create this, to give the crown its length and volume, what I do is I took some old pantyhose, the area that you wear around your waist. I cut off the legs, and I used a scarf to stuff into the elastic to give it that poof, basically. So as you can see, and I'm not going to pull it all the way down because I don't want you to see my hair. So, but you can see the black thing underneath. That is your elastic cap that you have, and then underneath that you stick a scarf or something that gives it that length. So you can take a scarf, and as you can see, mine it has to be about 6 yards, maybe, I'm guessing, because one that's 9 will be a lot longer, and I use that to wrap my my Moorish turbans. But this is just a regular head wrap that anyone can do. So you're going to take the wrap, and if it's too wide, you're going to wrap it, or you're going to in the back here, you're going to take the piece and flip it underneath so that it's not too much of the fabric keeping you from doing your wrap. So once you get that together, you're going to fold a piece over like this to cover up the elastic and the piece up at the top. And then you're going to grab the 2 pieces like this around the side. And then you're going to go around like this, bringing these 2 pieces together. And it takes some practice to get the fabric the way that you want it. But you want to make sure you wrap these 2 pieces around. And you want to reach up from underneath to grab the hair, to grab the fabric. Making sure your elastic is tucked underneath because you don't want that to show. Okay, so you're going to wrap this around like that. And what I like to do, and this is just personal preference, I like to make sure that there's a V in the middle, like this. And for me, that's again, it's a personal preference. It represents me being Moorish American. It represents victory over my higher self. Studying the personal philosophies and lessons, and knowing myself as the queen that I am. That's part of the style that I have incorporated into my wraps. So again, this is just me, but if you want to do this, you're more than welcome to. But you want to make sure that if you're going to do this, you have to make sure that the V is in the middle. It's going to take a little bit of time, and this fabric is stretchy, elastic, so it's a lot easier to do it that way. So making sure that your pieces are brought together with the V in the middle. You're going to kind of twist it to make sure all the fabric is unified. And this is not cut exactly as it should be, so that's why I have to twist it. Okay, so So far you got your style like this, making sure it's pulled down in the back so you don't see your baby hairs or your VDBs, whatever you want to call them. So taking it from the left, you're going to bring it over and tuck it underneath to keep it tight. And then on your right side, you're going to do the same, just finding a tight piece to tuck it underneath. Making sure you got your V. Yep, that's it. Told you it was easy. Again, if you have the hair to give it that that height and the volume, again, feel free to do that the natural way. But if you don't, like myself, you want to make sure that your real hair, your natural hair, is braided underneath. I have mine in two braids, two twisted braids underneath, pinned up by bobby pins, and then using the cap and the scarf underneath. That's what gives the crown its height. And then again, you take the scarf, making sure that it's flipped underneath to make sure that there's not too much fabric that is keeping you from wrapping it the way it should. You pull the hair, you're pulling the fabric out and around, starting with your left side, tucking it underneath the fabric on the right, and then taking your piece on the right and tucking it into the left side. And that's it. I love using the stretchy fabric because it allows for you to do, a little bit more with the style. But there's different variations of fabric that you can use. I would suggest getting, especially if you want that, what people like to call the Badu wrap, where it's really high. You need to get something at least 3x9. At least 3x9. Three yards wide and 9 yards long, to make sure that you have enough to go all the way up with. And I hope that's something that you all get from this experience as far as getting the desired style that you like. Again, take time to find the different variations that you will like. Do some more research on YouTube. This is just my personal take on how I've been able to incorporate the style that I've come to love. And as I evolve with my style by the turbans or the hair wraps, and then using my natural hair to be incorporated in that, I'll continue to share as time allows, because I am a graduate student now and full-time coordinator with my organization, active member of my sorority. I travel a lot, so in between all of those things, I'll make sure to share as many videos as possible to continue to uplift and inspire our sisters, our queens, to be their best and highest here. So in the meantime, please click on the video, like it, share it, and if you know me personally, please reach out with questions. If I can help in any way to enhance your experience, I'll be more than happy to do so. In the meantime, with gratitude in my heart, I say to you all, I say peace.